Everyone, it's Leanne again, and how are you all today? Right, I'm coming back with that wall hanging that I started, um, and I have decided I ripped up this doily here, so I could put some more lace under it. This lace down here, actually, this one here, and I'm going to put some side lace on it, some lace for the sides, that is. It doesn't really matter what it looks like up there because that'll be covered. But I think I will um, cut it down to about there, like that, and glue it down. Then I'll do the other side because there's a bit of taupe, the colour, coming through the placemat colour is coming through, so I thought I'd throw a little bit of that on it. Other than that, looks reasonable, I think. Right, now what I might do is just leave these little bits showing on the edges here and glue the rest. Right, now let's see how we go. Right. Oops, some glue strands are coming off. Little bits of glue and dobs of glue. Now we'll continue on with this lace. We'll just glue it up the side as much as we can. Like that. It's very flimsy, this lace, so you've got to be careful when you glue it. Don't put your fingers on it, it'll burn you. It will burn you. So I'll just hit it down a little bit with that. Right, it's not too bad. Right, now we'll do the other side. I'll just check which side's which. It's hard to tell sometimes. Right, that way. So we can take that up to the top, it doesn't matter. But I will cut it to the edge line of this lace here. This pink one. Lemon, sorry, not pink. I put a touch of lemon right through this wall hanging. Right. Right, we can glue that down a little bit more. Can you see that? Right. Right. Okay, now we've got to go under the story. We'll just go to there. That's about right. Right, now, here we go. I think we're running out of glue, so I better get some more. Oh, my back's sore today. Is anyone else's back sore? Jeez. My husband came home with a rotten cold, and I said to him, I don't want your cold, stop sneezing on me, stop doing this, stop doing that, and it makes no difference. We still get them, don't we? Oh my gosh. What haven't I got from him? Oh, jeez. Cold after flu. I should stop blaming him, shouldn't I? I mean, you know, everyone gets it, no matter what. You get it from outside of being in the wind carrying pollens and things around. It's certainly going to carry around germs and bugs. And we're all going to get sick from it. Right. I think that's glued down now. Let me just see. Yep, it's pretty good. Might just go along here. Glue it down a little bit more here. So it looks a bit finished. You know, these edge lines just here where the lace is, joins the other lace. You want it down a little bit neater. Tiny bit there. Right, I think that's pretty secure. Right, now we're on to the next lace, which is the one around the oval here. So that's what it looks like so far. Put the lace on the edges just to try and cover up that colour a little bit, because it was coming through and I didn't like the look of it. So we're going to put that lace back on it, which is this one. Now I noticed the red mark on this, so we'll get the right end. There it is, that end. We'll start on this end. Right, now which is front, which is back. It's so hard to tell. This way, I think. Now I'm only going to put it on this edge line here. This edge line here. I know it's hard for you to see, but this edge line here where the little petals come out of the doily, and then it has a little line here. That's where I'm going to put it. So what I'm going to do is, so I get the edge line, I'm going to do it from the back, like that. Just get the glue gun, because it's going to be a bit awkward, but we can do it. Never mind about anything else, we can do it. Right, here we go. I'll start here. Oops, I better get that ready. Like that. Right. Let me see, that is not too bad. And then we'll fully glue it down after we've put that on the edge line. Now I'll just turn this around. Oh, look at all those glue strands. They're everywhere. Right, it's a nice day today. I thought that weather was set in for the whole weekend. It's not raining. It's got a good breeze out there, but the sun's out and it's drying up everything, which is good. But other than that, it's a very nice day to be outside on your porch, have yourself a nice cup of tea or a nice cup of percolated coffee. And if you look around, particularly in my area, the world's starting to change. There's new housing. See, I live in a very semi-rural area where there's a lot of land, and it is building up like crazy. There's new housing everywhere. And all that land that we once saw is going. And that's a damn shame. I have to admit that I prefer the land. I prefer working on the land. I prefer eating our own vegetables, growing things, that sort of things. I'm actually I've bought a book about preserving. I've always loved preserving, and I used to do it with my mother when I was young. And I am going to grow some vegetables, but I'm only going to stick with tomatoes because they're easy to preserve. And I'm going to start with tuna. Buy tuna whole from the fishmonger, or you can buy it from, what do they call those markets? Flemington markets. And you can probably buy a whole tuna. Probably cost you an arm and leg, but once you just, you could start off, and I thought about it, it would be expensive, but if I started off with just a chunk of tuna, because they're very big fish, and thick, very thick, and you could, how they chop them up. Well, I was thinking about buying a couple of chunks and preserving it. Yes, that's what I was going to think about trying. Just an interest of mine. I've always been interested in preserving food. I do have a preserver and I put it away. I bought it years ago and I put it away because I didn't have time to do anything with it. And now I'm finding I've got all the time in the world. And I really don't have grandkids, and I don't think I'm going to get any grandkids. And my kids are so big kids themselves, they haven't got time to have children, and it's so expensive. I mean, I might have been able to afford children when I was young and sit on one wage, but these days it is utterly impossible to get ahead. And not that children are a burden, but you have to consider that into your budget. And that's what people do, and which is a damn shame. I mean, you want to get ahead, you want to get a house. I understand all those things. Although I didn't experience them when I was younger because they were just different times. Nowadays, people cannot really afford to buy their own home, pay all their bills, get trapped by the trappings of, all the little bits of Vodafones and Telstras and Optus mobiles and this and that, NBN, power prices and things like that are extraordinarily dear on people. I can't remember it being expensive to live years ago. Things were tight at times, but they're still a little bit freer than they are today. I mean, you can afford to stay home, have your kids and stay home. Women don't want to do that, of course, anymore. I mean, why should they? We've got more choices today. But all I'm saying is very, very hard to have a family, and in a lot of ways, I feel sorry for my children because I'm selfish. I haven't got grandkids, and I'm selfish because I want them. But I have to stop and think why I haven't got them. I mean, all my kids are in their 30s. One's married, but she lives overseas, unfortunately. She'll come home. Well, she'll come to this country soon. And they save the money for this. I think it's a spouse thing. Sorry about that, my phone. Sorry. And the other two, one lived with somebody and her two children lived with a lady, and now that's broken up. And my other son plays the field. He has so many girlfriends, a new one every week. I don't know. He's a non-committed person. I don't know where he got that from, because his father and I have been married for many, many years. Since I was 20, I'm 55 now. I haven't been married all that time because we lived together, but I've been married now. I think we're coming up to our 33rd wedding anniversary. So, you know, we've been together 36 years, 35 to 36 years. And, you know, that's a commitment, isn't it? It's a long-term commitment. I mean, marriages can break up, and they do, don't they? And I can see why they would break up. But overall, you know, marriage is a huge commitment. And if I had to advise someone on marriage, I'd say don't get married. I know I've been married a long time, but you don't need marriage. Marriage stigmatizes positions sometimes, women. I mean, there's nothing better than being married, and I believe in marriage. But you have to find the right one, don't you? And, you know, let's face it, women have more choices today than they ever have in history. It's particularly here in Australia. I'm not sure about overseas. I don't care for overseas. But women have much more better choices. They don't have to be tied down to a man. They don't have to be tied down to a living, because they can't get one out for themselves. So freedom of choices these days, and it's wonderful, isn't it? I mean, because if I had my time over again, I might choose something different. Who knows? I'd still be married though, because I believe in marriage, and all that, and always will. You can't take that away from me. It's a bit like being a Catholic, isn't it? You learn in the first 5 years of your life when you start school, the system of being Catholic, you know. So, that's not too bad. Did you see what I did then? I just glued down that other lemony lace. Now, some of these, oh no, I think that looks pretty good actually. And I'll just get rid of this glue string stuck to my nail. And that's what glue does, it sticks to your nails. Good surface to stick to, isn't it? Okay, so here we go. This is what we've got so far. So I've lifted that doily and I put that lace around it. What do you think? Wendy, what do you think? Wendy. Anyway, that's where I'm up to. Now, sorry about that again. That'll be my husband annoying the hell out of me on a Saturday. Let me see. Don't know. I've got a ticklish throat and a runny nose. Don't you know? Not that I ever complain. And how are you this fine spring afternoon? What a message. So he's telling me, the boss, how ticklish his throat is and how his nose is running. And then with his next breath he's saying, not that I ever complain. When does a man never complain? Oh my God, they complain the littlest and simplest thing. It's monumental to them. Anyway, that's funny. Maybe I shouldn't have read it out, sorry. That's my husband. He's at work on a weekend, Right, now I've got these flowers here and I put a little bit of this, can you see them? Can you see the shine in them at all? I put a bit of this Kitty Glitz. Now it's, this one's a, hang on, glitter crystallina. So it's a nice shiny whitey crystal type colour. And it's called Kindy Glitz. And there's the name of the bottle. Now these are very good. You get them in all sorts of colours. And look at the nib. And don't we all need that nib? So easy to use and can get into places and that. So that is really good. And what it does is it's a shiny glitter type liquid glitter on your little roses, and I can see that they're all shining and nice. And what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd put them just under her like that in the picture, and that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm not sure whether I need to cut the stems. I probably don't. If I might be able to fit it through there. Let me just see. Might be able to lift that up and put it through. You know what? I'll cut it and then I'll just glue it the way it is. Use some old scissors to use. These ones will do. Right. Now wind that back up together as a complete set of flowers together like a bouquet. Let me just see if it goes better that way. Now, let me see what that looks like. But you know what? That doesn't look too bad, so I might glue it in just like that. Let me see. What do you think? Or will it look better the other way? 2 at the top and 3 at the bottom. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we'll glue that in the way it looks. Glue it in on the stems from the flowers themselves. And that will probably do that. Let me see. I can stick that down. Yep, I think that worked. Right, there we go. That worked, didn't it? Putting those flowers right there. Right, and they've got a bit of glitter on them. They look really good. Right. Just like that. Right. You know what? I'm getting close to finishing, except the top, of course. Now, I put that lace up the sides, and it's made a difference. But I'm thinking about... Now, that'll be covered. So I'm thinking about a ribbon right up top to put around the coat hanger. Now, I was thinking about... Let me see. This is very pretty. This is a rose lace. Isn't that lovely? I wonder if that'll look nice as a ribbon. Let me just try it. It's very white. Oh, I don't know what this smells like, but it's got a wonderful smell. Someone's washed that lace in something very nice. I think that might be a bit too white. Let me have a look at this one. This one's a little bit of a beige colour. Let me just see what that looks like. does that look like? Um, what's this one here? Is this the one I had up the sides? Up those sides. I think so. Let me just see what that looks like as a flower. Not a flower, a ribbon. Tied up ribbon. Lace ribbon. Because some of these laces are very pretty. And, no, that might be a better colour. Actually, I think it's a better colour. Now, can you just excuse me for a moment? I just want to have a look at something. Over here. I'm just getting a doily to put over the top. Well, I've already done that, put over the top of the coat hanger, but I'm looking at a smaller doily. I just want to see what that looks like. We've got the brown, the white. Excuse me for that. I've got the white on it now. I just want to have a check to see if a smaller doily might be better. It probably won't be, but I'll just have a look. Right, there's a hole there. Sorry, I have to get away from the camera. Let me just see if I can put it on that hole in the centre there. It's a bit small, but wiggle it, we might get it. It is tiny. It's not going to work. Okay, let's try the next one. This is a bigger hole. You see how you can put a smaller one on it? I'm not sure whether that will be effective. Although that's sweet, and you could, really use that for the future. If you wanted to make a coat hanger and put some pretty little doilies and ribbons and flowers on it. Right. Just excuse me again, I'll just go over here. How rude of me. Now, you know what? I've got no more of the brown doilies left. The rectangle ones. They're all white. Got a big one there, big table runner, but I don't want to cut that up. Right. So, it is the one I originally had. And that's the one we'll use. It may not look the right colour. Still got time to change it because it's just physically going to sit on it. Hold the wall hanging up. Now that's exactly what I'll do right now. I'll put that over there. What I'll do is I'll put this on the coat hanger itself. And have a good look to see what it looks like. Because, sometimes you need to tweak things. Tweaking is very important. Right, you know what? That's quite heavy. I am surprised. But the more, you keep adding, the more, and it is a long wall hanging. Can you see it? Oops, I'll try and, there we go again with my phone. Sorry. There's the top, and it comes right down to the bottom. It's a big one, and it is for my bedroom. So that is quite pretty. Now, the only thing I am concerned about is a ribbon. I think you do need a ribbon. up the top, something to break it up. I'll just have a quick look at this one looks like, whether I will tweak it up later or not. What do you think? You know what? I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to look at my stash, see what I've got, what I can put up there. But other than that, it's pretty much finished. I've pretty much finished it. It's going in my bedroom, my new house, and or my new granny flat, I should say. And that will look nice in my bedroom. Let me just see if I can hang it here so you can get a good look at it. I'll just step back so you can have a good look. I'll bring you over. So there's the top, and there's the bottom. Can you see that? There's the bottom. It's got these flowers here. I put those pretty flowers inside the picture. I put some splits on it, and there she is. Very hard to see it, isn't it? Sorry, because it's such a big wall hanging. So I'm going to do something about the top here off camera, and we'll see how we go with that. We'll tweak it a little bit, but basically that's it. Okay, that's it. Now, I don't think that's too bad. So there we go. So what I'll do is I will see you soon in the next video, and stay well. Bye for now.